Stop manually searching for jobs when AI can search jobs for you. So, creators, in this episode, we're going to do something very different that we do usually, which are mainly interviews and Web3 content. We're going to do an AI focused episode, and I'm going to show you a very efficient process using make.com and how to scrape the indie jobs websites, how to adapt your resume to the job description, and how to make a custom cover letter all automatically ready to go for you to just click on the application and everything set up to get you that new job. So if you're ready, let's go. Let's get it.
You're listening to the Web3 Creators Podcast, where we speak to the brightest minds and builders in crypto, DeFi, NFTs, and the metaverse. Our goal is to give you the absolute best tools for building a thriving business in the Web3 space. Now, here's your host, Hernan Arbor. Let's start creating.
Hey creators, what's up? So, I'm just sharing this quick video, okay, to how to automate AI processes on make.com. So what you see here is a scenario that has an actor, and this is a automatic scraper for indie jobs. Okay, so this is for anyone who's trying to find a job and want to do this automatically. I think this is going to be a great tool, because what I discovered after sending a lot of CVs is that a lot of these rejections don't even go through a human, right? Your CV is getting analyzed by AI, and it's going to get a automatic response by AI. So no one's actually, there's no human eyes going through your CV. So you might as well just adapt your CV to each job position that you're applying for and performing that cover letter. And I found myself doing this over and over and over. So I said, well, I can use AI as well. So having that intro, I'm going to just show you around what are the elements in Indeed.com. So the one that you're seeing first and foremost is this actor. Okay, this actor is simply an Apify scraper. What's Apify? Apify is a tool for scraping websites that will allow you to run different web scrapers, web crawlers, basically. So in here, you're going to look for an Indeed scraper, and you're gonna just grab the first one. You need to set it up right. So you're probably going to have to set up your key. You get like $5 free per month. So this is very cool from Apify. They're a very good web scroller, and you can see my runs here. So every run is going to produce a different data. You have to set it up with your different properties, and this is going to be the output, for example. And then once you do, you'll have your key. You have to generate an API key here, and then you'll have it here. You have the actor here once connected. So you're going to do the input JSON here to be able to change this. You can get this here from for example, the input, right? You'll see the input. So you just copy it here, the input for your runner, and then you'll be able to set it up here directly in make.com. So in make.com, we're going to just do it, you're just going to run it, and then you're going to get the data from here. So this is just to run the scroller automatically, and you can time it daily, for example, at 10 a.m., 10:05 a.m. So this is going to run, and then what you'll do here is that you're going to go and set up this chain of commands. Okay, so for example, what I have here is you have the watch actor runs. So you have you're going to add an element here that's Apify, and when you add an Apify, you have either watch for run an actor, which is the one that we're doing previously, then watch actor runs. This is what's going to trigger the run, and then this module here is going to actually, yeah. So this is running now with a sample data set, but what I would put here is I would just go and input the default data set ID to take the data set that we get for the actor run. So let me just go back in a few. Meta or end user agent. Yeah, you have to look here for the default data set ID. So this is what you're going to input here. Now, this is going to watch over the runs, as you said, as we allowed for, and then this is going to get the default data set ID that is a result from the data, right? And then the other module that you're going to add is a ChatGPT module. Now, I'm going to drive you through the different messages for ChatGPT, right? So on ChatGPT, you're going to pick the method of create a chat completion. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to first do three type of messages. You have system, user, and assistant. So the message one is going to be a system message, and it reads, "You're a helpful global HR expert, and you're proficient at writing and editing resumes, and get through the ATS and other HR filters." So that's basically my prompt. You can copy it, of course. Then the second message is going to be a user message, which is, below you have a job post, and keep the personal details, place worked, and dates of the resume, right? Below is a resume and the job post. So it's going to keep the basic details of the resume, but it's going to adapt everything else, like modify everything else with the resume, starting with the title and remaining areas to match the job requirements, the qualification skills. So you're adapting your own resume to the specific role. And then what I added is also this cover letter that I'm always generating automatically, right? So also produce a short but compelling cover letter, reading in the first person with no more than 2 paragraphs explaining how excited am I to apply the role. So this is going to be the output. And then I want the output in this format, right? Recommendations and cover letter. Then what you're going to do is the third message is going to be the user, which is the resume that you're inputting. And the last one is going to be the assistant, which is the format of your resume and your input, your proper resume. Okay, so that's ChatGPT. Now the output, right? The output of ChatGPT, where are we going to put it into? We're going to put it into Google Docs. So we're going to put the result, and we're going to name the new document as a positioning, so as it is creating new resumes as we go, right? And then we're going to connect it to the drive. Of course, you need to do all these connections, right? In the ChatGPT, you need to do the API key. But the key here is once you have it in the Google Docs, what we're going to do is we're going to add this at a Google Sheets. And you see that I've created a Google Sheet here, which I called Indeed Agent Jobs. It has a position name, where was it posted at, job type, and it has everything you need to apply for this job. And it also has a custom resume. So as you can see, I've already done some runs. And then the Google Sheet is going to take the following. You're going to open this document up for anyone that can edit. Then you're going to add it. You're going to add the sheet name, and then you're going to pair all these columns to the different posts that you're getting, right? So if you click in here, you'll get the fields from the Google Doc, and you're going to get the fields from the results from the Apify, and you're also going to get the results from ChatGPT. Everything that was produced before, you have it here. So now, once you give it a run, right, you have it. The process is you have this running, producing data, and then you give this a run, right? You can also essentially run it immediately as data arrives, right? But let's run it now for sure. And then what you'll get at the end of the road is that it's going to be getting the data from Apify. Then it's going to run the data set. Let me just run it with an existing data set so that you can get it. I'm going to do use existing data. Well, this scenario is going to run, and then the end product of this, what you'll see is I have now a full-blown spreadsheet with the different jobs that I might be interested in, and where was it posted at, and even the salary, the job type, the company, and then this is what's cool, right? I have the direct Indeed URL to apply for this job. And not only that, but now I also have the link to the custom resume, which has the recommendations for me. Like let's do the new ones. Scrape that to Z2A so that I get the newest ones. All right. And you will see now that if I go to this, it has the title of the, okay, I'll look at this senior product manager, and then what you'll see is that it gives me the recommendations for what to change, how to change my title, then how to adapt my executive summary, and how to change my all the parts in my resume to make this fit the role that I'm applying for. And then at the end, you also see that, wait, this is not the one that generated rules. Let me see, post to that. Okay, so you'll see, for example, in these new ones, that I even have a recommendation letter generated for me by ChatGPT in this document, right? So here are the recommendations. Title change the title to business development representative, and then executive summary. Here, all the changes, and then the cover letter. So this is super valuable. And then I can just go to the link, now apply, get to the actual job application, and just fill it in as I go with the custom resume and the recommendations and the cover letter already generated for me. And I can filter all these jobs, right? I can say, okay, give me the highest paid job, for example. So do here from big to little, and I could say, okay, let's check only the ones that have a high salary. Or I could say, or I could go and say, get me only the ones that are a remote location, right? So I could filter this and say, okay, create a filter, and then just give me the ones that are only remote jobs, right? So I would say, okay, here, everything but remote, right? So that would be pretty cool, because I then would be filtering only for remote jobs. And this is a very useful tool that you can use, and it'll simplify, you see? So these are the remote jobs that I have. So anyway, mixing Make.com with Apify for the runs and then Google Docs, I think is a superpower that I guess you should be honing in. And if you're not, then, you're competing with other types of AIs that are already doing this work on the company side, right? So I hope this tool is useful for you. If it is, drop a comment, drop a like. Tell me what you would change. If you want me to help you out, set up a Make.com automation, some AI automations, contact me. I'll be happy to do it for you. And I hope this is helpful. And give me a like and a follow and whatever's next. All right. See you guys back then. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Web3 Creators Podcast. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and all of your favorite platforms. And if you're serious about building your own Web3 business, head over to web3creatordojo.com and check out our courses. That's web3creatordojo.com. See you soon, creators.